Marina Strawberry Patches podcast, episode number 24. And we are on the beach with my husband and my daughter. We were born 3 weeks exactly today ago, and we are 3 weeks new. I just wanted to show you what a beautiful day it is. Oops, I'm so happy. It's our second time out on the beach. And welcome to my podcast, which is primarily about knitting, crafting, handmade dolls and other nice things. Thank you for joining me, and if you would like to see more, you're welcome to subscribe or like. Once again, my name is Marina. I live in New Zealand, in Auckland. I have lived before in other cities, and you can find all about that in other episodes. But right now we are in Auckland. It's officially summer. It's the 9th of December, and I welcome you again. Look guys, this is in our garden. I had no idea. I think they're peaches or apricots. Wow. So pretty. Hello again. Today is the 17th of November. Tomorrow will be exactly 1 month since my baby was born. And finally I found the time to film this. It's exciting. It has been a while. So yeah, today of course there'll be some talk not only about knitting and crafts and handmade dolls as usual, but also the biggest event that has happened this year in our lives. And I will leave that until the end of the episode, so if you don't want to watch everything about the birth of my daughter and life related things, then you can skip it. I'll leave the timestamp there. So yeah, primarily we are going to talk about the things that I have finished, my knitted projects and my dolls. Then I will show you some of the things I'm working on at the moment. Not too much, of course. If you can imagine, I don't have much time. And yes, Lydia is sleeping in the next room. That's why the door is open, so I can hear her wake up. And maybe if she does, then she'll have her first appearance here. I also wanted to share some exciting news about the upcoming Christmas market here in Auckland, and I want to invite you there. So let's start. First of all, we are in Auckland. Did I say it's on the 17th of November? And maybe that would be better. I have finished this before I even gave birth. It was almost done. And of course, the ones who have been watching me already know everything about it. I'm sorry, I'll repeat. For those who are new, welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. And if you are following my adventures, my traveling and my life, then welcome back. Thanks for popping in and checking out what I'm doing. This is my hand spun yarn, which was made from 100% wool, and I only learned to spin this year around I don't know, March, April. And this is my first project from hand spun yarn. This is called the Purpurium, Beyond Purpurium cardigan. I only need to add some buttons here, which I didn't go out much, so I don't have the buttons yet. But here along this side, there will be buttons. I think I made too many buttonholes, but oh well. I would say that this pattern is really nice. It's really, really easy to follow. The only advice I would give to myself or to anyone, think about how many, what the space between the buttons you need, because I have now 10 buttons to find, and the shops that I was looking at, they would only have like 7, 5 buttons in a box, so I still need to find something. And this is a very warm cardigan, so I'm glad that I made the size which is bigger, because right now it's really hot here. And all the nice things that I bought from my daughter, well, not all of them, but some of them, we can't wear them because she's cooking in them. It's really hot. I'm wearing like tops and sometimes not even shorts when I'm at home. It's so hot. And especially when I feed her, I feel like we both are burning. So this will be worn in winter, which will be summer for the Northern Hemisphere. Anyways, happy with that. Then there's socks that I finished from that crazy yarn that I bought at the Wool Fest. Ta-da! They pulled very interestingly. And I finished them before I went to the hospital as well. Here they are. I don't have sock blockers, so that's how I will show them. Again, here I just did a plain vanilla sock on 1.75 millimeter needles. And this is a 1x1 rib. And I usually do this type of heel. That's not the only type I know. I did some more in Turkey just to try out, but this is my favorite because I don't need to look anywhere. I can knit the socks anywhere. It's a very nice portable project, and I'm making some other socks just like that. Now, I don't know if I showed you the beginning of making this doll, but I have some footage that I will put here of how she was made. And here she is, the mama doll. So first, I wanted to have a memory of that time when I was pregnant. And it's very rare that you find a doll that would be a pregnant doll. So I thought, and I googled many different dolls that would have that. And there was some which would have like a pocket and then the baby would come out, but I didn't want that. So I decided to make this one. And after I drew the outline and I drew all the features, I decided that I would first use the acrylic paint and then stitch. Basically, this is all stitched. And then I would sew her up. But what I didn't think about, even though it's been 5 years that I'm making dolls, was that all of the features are gonna become smaller when I fill her with hollow fiber. So I think the head looks very, very small now. If I was to make it again, which I don't plan to, I would make a head much bigger so that in the end it would be the size that was in my original drawing. But yeah. I used about, how many colors? 5 colors for the eyes. Focus. Focus, focus, focus. And as you can see, there's lots and lots of stitches. And I tried to match the sides, because obviously for when I was stitching her up, it was from the other side, so I didn't really see where the paint finished. But I thought I could paint over it. But now actually I don't mind. This is a handmade doll and I like it like it is. So this will be my memory keepsake for the times when I was carrying my first baby. After that, when I decided that I will be participating in the Christmas market here in Auckland, in Parnell, which, by the way, I really want to see all of you who can come and join me. It will be on the 22nd of December, which is this Saturday. I hope I edit this video before that. Anyways, it will be at Stitch and Bitch Cafe and Lounge, which has amazing food. And this will be their last Saturday, I think, before New Year, where you can find some handmade presents and other crafty things, that presents you can gift yourself or your loved ones. This is my Christmas angels that will come with me. And I pre-cut it before I gave birth, and I had finished when I got out of the hospital. Here I just drew the face because I just didn't have much time for elaborate stitching. I'm really happy with how she turned out. Really happy, Angel. Speaking about dolls, I'm working on another one. And I thought I don't have many boys left because I made one for my friend Emily and I had gifted it to her already. And I don't have many boys left. So this will be my New Year kind of Santa Angel, which is in process. Hopefully that will be finished too. If not, then for next year. So yeah, this normally would take me maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours to do it all. Maybe just 1 hour because everything's done. Well, except for wings, I still need to stitch them, fill them in, and attach them. And then I would choose some accessories like button cupcake or present or reindeer. I have some nice buttons there. But with the little one over there who sometimes has a reflux or gases or something, there isn't much time for this kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm back to making dolls. And as for knitting, I have started. If you remember, I had this really crazy yarn that I dyed, which was half of the skein was this lemon and half was this nice blue. And I was really curious about how it would knit up. And I thought if I make some baby clothes, then it would pull maybe not nicely. But as for sock, the repeat is exactly 1 round. Well, almost exactly. Sometimes, of course, I have this overlaps like here and here. But you can see that it's mostly one color, like yellow, 1 round, then it turns to blue. And from far, it even looks green. It's actually kind of fun to knit on these. I'm enjoying, although the combination is really bright and kind of makes you... These are for the happy days, when I want to wear something really bright. And I've only, like when I went to the hospital, I had this much done, and this is how much I'd done in 1 month, which normally would take me maybe 1 day to do 1 sock. Of course, you understand why. As for, same needle as the other socks, 1.75 millimeters. As for the other projects that I was working on, is my Find Your Fate by Andre Mori, which I'm making in this beautiful alpaca yarn that I bought from a local farm here in Warkworth, actually, where I was resting after the birth. There's a Warkworth birthing center, and that farm with alpacas is nearby. I really wanted to visit the farm, but another time. So here's my progress. There's a little pearl stitch marker that would show where I was last time. Here. And this is how much I've done since. So maybe I can go a bit further to show you. And I'm modifying the pattern a little bit as I go because I have a lot of this yarn. And normally I would have to start with one color, then second color, then third color, and by now I would be on the fourth color. But I decided to modify because the weight is different from the one in the pattern. The pattern is for 4-ply, this is DK weight. And I'm going to mix it up as I go, and we will see. And the reason I chose these colors is I wanted them to match with like jeans. And now I don't feel like working on it, of course, because it's so super hot. Now finally the summer is here and all of the windows in the house are open. And if there is a bit of a draft, then it's really nice. If not, then I just feel like eating ice. That's how hot it is. Especially when I'm feeding and all these pillows and the hot baby. Whew. Not for knitting wool or alpaca yarn. So that's why I enjoy making like little socks or making dolls. That's fine. Now, I wanted also to say, as one of my viewers pointed out last episode, I mentioned a tree, Pohutukawa tree that was blooming. Well, the one that I was filming next to is not Pohutukawa at all. I will show you right here what is Pohutukawa, and this is the time for them to bloom. They're a bit later than the other red flower that I showed. So I'm sorry, I made a mistake, and I'm glad that Cher corrected me so I can correct myself here. So now, my plans for knitting and everything, well, I hope to finish the things that I have, and I'm really keen on starting something, but I don't think it will be very soon because we're still in the process of getting to know our baby, and we will see. We will see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully I will have the time to continue my crafts. So now I would love to talk a little bit about the birth and my baby. And if you are here just for the crafts and my projects, thank you very much. You can skip the end bit and I'll see you next time. But if you want to hear about my experience, then you're welcome to stay here. So my pregnancy was quite normal, and I thought that I would just have a normal birth in a water bath. But turns out that I had to be induced, and which happened at 40 weeks and 1 day. We went to the hospital, and quite soon, I think I was very lucky compared to the other stories that I hear about births. Like about 4 hours of intense labor, and my baby was born exactly 4 weeks and 1 day ago. And she was so small. She was only 3 kilograms and 49 centimeters, and I couldn't believe that I was holding that baby that I've been wondering how she would look for so long. So this was a very special moment. And the next day we went to the Workworth Birthing Center, which was amazing. I have a little clip about it that I will insert. Вот наша комната, где мы провели первые 3 дня нашей жизни. Пеленальный. Здесь подогреваются в микроволновке зерна. Цикл ребенка. Это мой ребенок. Вот удобный стол. Это наши шмотки. Все принадлежности, все выдают. Все показано, как кого держать. Смотрите, здесь какая красота. Правда, холодно. Вот. И подушка тут для кормления есть. Все вообще как надо. Это наша лапочка. Лапуськи. As you can see, I was super lucky to have this whole room to myself, and they had everything there from, you know, plenty of water to drink and diapers for the baby. They had all the things that, all the medication for pain relief. Even except for other than diapers, they had gel pads for the breasts and 24/7 support by the nurses who would always come in and check on you and see how you're going and measure her and do all kinds of checks. And the food was amazing. Like, I have a picture of it. And every meal was just so delicious and very mild. I mean, it wasn't spicy, which was good because now that I start to eat normal food, that I find out that some of the food is not good for when you breastfeed because it gives the gas to the baby. So anyways, it was really nice 3 days, although it was rainy, but I couldn't really go out anyway. It was a bit cold. And I just feel very lucky that I happened to be there. And amazingly enough, two of the other couples that we met at the antenatal class that we attended in September, and I haven't seen them since then, we all met there because we gave birth at the same time. And it was also a very nice experience. And then we arrived home and basically learned how to be parents. Many things I learned. First of all, I learned that my patience, although I'm a very patient person, I mean, all these years of teaching at schools and everything, but still, when it's 2 a.m. and your baby wakes up every hour to feed, you kind of lose it sometimes. But anyways, we are doing great. Today, the nurse came to check up on us. We gained 1 kilogram of weight, a bit more than that, and we grew 5 centimeters. It's amazing. I cannot believe how fast that time just went. And the first weeks were a bit hard because I felt like trapped here. I didn't go out. I had some pain and I didn't really sleep well, and I was afraid of going out because she was so small. But now things are looking better. I venture out. I even went to do my manicure, which I think is important, to look after yourself. When you are so absorbed in your baby, you kind of really want just a little bit of time for yourself and to treat yourself, because otherwise you feel like you're trapped and you're losing, I don't know. Anyways, it was nice. Well, what else did I want to say? Over here in Auckland, I can tell, even though I don't go out much, but from my own window, I can see some of my neighbors decorating their front yards with some Christmas lights and reindeers and all that. But it's kind of funny because it's getting so hot here, and basically what everybody's planning to do is go somewhere on the beach, and we'll probably have a barbecue there or just have a picnic on the beach. And this is New Year and Christmas here. And to me, this is the second year where I will be in a hot climate during what normally would be winter time for me. And I still cannot get used to it. I've longed for a nice, big, tall Christmas tree with all the decorations, which we plan to buy. And I really want to hang my little angels and other figurines that I made for the Christmas tree. And normally, of course, it would be nice to have all my family around and sit around the Christmas table and well, it would be New Year table for us. We don't really celebrate Christmas. We gather on the 31st of December. And normally what we would do is we'd cook all this festive food, like the main course, which is not necessarily a turkey or pork or anything. It depends. My mom used to make food depending on what she felt like. And there would definitely be this festive salad, like the Russian salad, the herring in the fur coat salad, maybe some calamari salad or other things. I don't remember now. But we would have them closer to midnight. And then, well, this has been years ago since I had a family New Year with my family, because this last one I was with my husband. The ones before I was in Turkey with my friends. It wasn't the same. It was always different, but not the same as with my family. So it's been almost 10 years. I really miss that. And my family's coming, hopefully, if they get the visa. But they will come at the end of January. So, again. But this year we will have our own family. Little new family New Year dinner. I plan to make something special. Have a Christmas tree and maybe some decorations, but not too many, because I see all this decorations as very temporary things that will turn into garbage in just a couple of weeks. And it's, I think, a big waste of money and resources, and then it will just be garbage. So I do believe in decorating the house, but I would rather have like these things around the house. But yeah, we will see. says who decorated the baby shower with all of this. Yeah, well, I have to admit that I was talking about all these recyclable diapers and being eco-friendly and everything, but turns out when you have a baby and when you go through like 10 diapers, 10 diapers a day, especially during the night, and when they have this explosive poos and everything, and you have to wash everything before you put it in the washing machine. I have to say that I'll wait probably until she has less diapers going a day, because right now I cannot find the time to hand wash everything. And those diapers that I was talking about that are still there, they're too big for us, that have a service when they collect them. Well, they're too big for us, first. Second, they're quite expensive compared to the others. And I don't really know if that's really viable. I would rather use the ones that you wash, like the ones that my mom used when I was little. But that's later. Like, I'm giving myself some slack for using the disposable ones, because really at this time it's hard as it is, and I just want to make it easy, a little bit easier. And I'm so lucky that I have amazing midwife and amazing friend Judy, who came over with some lovely pie. That's what makes life here so much easier and more pleasant. Even though my husband is a great help, like he cooks dinners in this house most of the time, and he does all the grocery shopping, and at night, if I'm really, really tired, he would take over, and he would be the one putting Lydia to sleep. But still, sometimes I feel a bit lonely. I mean, having a baby and doing it for the first time, and having mom all these hours away from me, and being able to talk to her only when our light time corresponds, and when I can reach her, she's really busy as well. That's something that makes it different for me. But then again, I chose it, and I'm quite happy here. So once again, I wanted to invite you to this Christmas market, which is this Saturday. And even if you miss it, come over to the Stitch and Bitch Lounge Cafe. You will love it. Even if you don't need, the food there is just awesome. We're going there together with my husband and my friend, Seta, who kindly agreed to help me. And we'll see how it goes. I'll try to do some footage of that as well and show it to you in the next episode. So that's all for now. Thank you very much for joining me. I would love to answer any of your questions or read any of your comments. And if you have any suggestions of what I can talk about, or maybe I made some mistakes again, I'm sorry. I haven't really spoken English in this last month. It's been all baby talk and in Russian. So sorry for my mistakes. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. You can subscribe and come to see me again in the next videos. Thanks. Bye.